Welcome back to VSHR Pro Academy. You are a professional, or you're a leader, or you're working on human resources department, or even an executive who are working on strategy department, or you are a CEO or thinking about building a great employer branding. Because when you build a great employer branding, it thinks a lot of things happens to the talent pool, because that's the way help you to bring the great talents come out and join your organization. And we all know that when a great talent join your company, have a higher rationale to become more successful and achieve more bigger goal. So on this video, I'm going to give you total 6 tips which will help you out to build a great employer branding for your company. Let's get started. Number 1, analyze your company culture. So a lot of companies and professionals are making a key mistake is about the thinking about they're going to pump that culture outside to in, but it's not about outside to in, it's inside to outside. So what is the culture going on in your organizations? If you have a great culture, showcase all those bits and bytes of your cultures outside, and that will build a great employer branding. But now here's the point. If you're suffering with the poor or toxic culture in your organization, then the employees does not feel great in your organization, so you'll not be able to build a great employer branding through that process. So now you may ask that how can you get to understand my employer branding? Get an HR audit, do a right survey in an anonymous mode, and if there is a 60 to 70% and company staff participated in an anonymous mode and give a feedback, more 70% saying that they don't feel happy and great and excited to come to the work, that means you have a cultural problem. So this time, before you building the employer branding, first step, you need to fix your culture, because your culture will be the driving force of your great employer branding. Employer branding is not just getting some poster or maybe some video or beginning some video posted of CEO or director in Facebook and social media. It's about the culture of your team. Number 2, invest on your people development. So let's say you have a team of 10, 20, 100, 500, 1,000 or multi-thousands. Focus on about investing on developing those people, organize different kind of cultures, training, also different skill training, so enable them so they can go to the next level into the career. So when you invest on this kinds of training and people development, they will get a skill, they will add more better value for your organization. At the same time, maybe some will leave, but they will leave it on with a great story saying that is your company help them to achieve that kind of role. And by providing them that kind of skill trainings or what kind of leadership culture you have, and there will be a great story outside, and there's a lot of other talent will know about your organization. They will apply to your company to join. At the same time, the person who left out doesn't mean that they will never come back. They may come back in another role, and they will keep working to your bigger company's bigger success. Number 3, develop a content strategies to promote your employer branding. So this is very important. It's not about just getting some post out. I know it's so much difficult to actually work on in a business finally and getting a post out, getting an article out. But before getting an article out, getting a post out, coming to a strategy that what kind of content you want to build, why this content will really help you out to build a employer branding. And when you have that kind of content, what kind of channel you will be focusing about and what kind of content you're developing. Then here is the point. You could have so many things done, and like an example, you could run a podcast, you could run a LinkedIn page, you could run a Facebook page, you could do an article writing, you could run a YouTube channel. You can do all of it at the same time. But the problem is when you do all of it, you will be only able to arrive to a level which is called mediocre level, and that will not look a great employer branding as a content perspective. So this is our advice is about pick 1, 2, 3, the biggest possible resource you have, or you can put it together and go all out in on that 2, 3 things. Let's say a blog and a LinkedIn page, and book the best resource for that one and build great content, drive it consistently, and that will make you get you out from mediocre level to great level onto that field, and that will help you to get the right message out to a great amount of audience in the right manner. And that's exactly what you're going to be a great player for you to do a great employer branding through a content strategy. Number 4, establish an employee advocacy team. A lot of companies are quite scareful, and particularly in the HR department, they think that an employee advocacy forum will be against them, and they will be debating them. But that actually great, like an example, when you are in HR or when you're in a top executive, there's a lot of things you are driving to a particular number and solving particular problem. But the problem is you're not never listening to the employees. Of course, you cannot do all the decision for just giving them for make it so easy, but you got to listen to them, and you got to understand that when they're listening, what are the key bottom deep dive, what it is the creator of that problem. If you could identify that one, you can easily remove it, and then the whole thing will be much easier to solve and create a great culture. So, and creating a in-house advocacy program for employees who can bring up great idea and give you different kind of perspective, and that will help you to understand your company culture, solve your company culture problem, and promote your employer branding as well too. So in that one, what you could do is about when you establish that that advocacy forum and get that advocacy forum great testimonial outside the company too as well, and then they will be also promoting your company and getting other talents pool embarked into your company. Number 5, leverage social media. All different kind of social media platform is there. Bring out contents and use the social media as the best possible way. There's a lot of social media is there out there, but you got to identify based on your business and based off your talents you're recruiting and based on the location you are in. You got to pick up the right platform, and then you have to invest onto that the platform by providing the right content, and there will be a lot of viewers who will be looking into it, and that will be great representation for you through those platforms, because now everybody uses those social media platforms, so you got to use them. Number 6, test and measure your employer brand. That's very much important. One of the great ways about testing is about asking. Let's say go around to 5 to 10 other universities if you're hiring a lot of management training program or fresh graduates, and tell them out how many of them know your company, what is the impression. You can run different kind of surveys, you can run different kind of online surveys, or you can do an offline surveys. Get out the information. But here is the point: when you run such kind of survey, always run survey in-house too, because what your employee feel, that is the main theme of your company. If your employee not really happy and not really excited to come to the work, whatever you're going to do outside, you're not going to build a great employer branding. So you're going to listen to them, build the right culture, and then you test and measure outside to make sure that outside and inside are equal. You probably think about inside is 7, outside you probably want to build 9. That is possible, but inside is 4 and outside 8. You cannot build it out. This is so much leakage, and because you have a great turnover, high turnover in your company, and they're going out and telling all kind of story. So whatever you're putting in a content in social media will not make any sense. So here we go. Today in this video, I give you total 6 tips. Let's use this one to build a great employer branding, because employer branding will help your company to attract the right talents, because your company needs talents to become successful, to achieving those big goals you have achieved, or sustain the success even too as well too. So if you need any other advices or any other help from us, go ahead and comment below. Myself and my team definitely going to give you an advice on that one and help you to partner your success journey. All the best.